In Shujia town, special forces swept the streets, demanding every phone and communication device be surrendered. Villagers complied without protest, even as Fatty Sue, the hidden link to Zhang Yi, erased all traces of him from his phone and slipped his device into the collection box, fearing exposure. Captain Lingfeng then announced a death order from higher command. The entire town must assist in the assault on Zhang Yi's shelter, performing engineering tasks while soldiers handled combat. He briefed his officers that conventional weapons were ineffective against Zhang Yi's defenses and revealed a new plan to exploit blind spots with ability-driven strikes. Ling also disclosed that the overt attacks were a diversion, masking a hidden operation to tunnel beneath the shelter and plant TNT for a massive explosion. Liang Yu, a former teacher and secret ally, learned the tunnel would need to be at least 1,500 meters deep, exposing villagers to bitter cold, exhaustion, and death. Despite promises of rotating shifts, she foresaw a high death toll from lack of oxygen and freezing. Determined, Liang resolved to warn Zhang Yi before the tunnels were completed. Outside, angry villagers protested the forced labor, some pledging loyalty to Zhang Yi and others fearing renewed war. The square became a flashpoint of unrest as Ling's forces prepared the coordinated, ability-driven offensive and the underground demolition plan. Lingfeng had meticulously guarded against potential leaks from everyone in Shujia town, including Fatty Sue, but he failed to account for a traitor within his own special forces ranks. Liang Yu's background check had been thorough, and there was no record of her brief prior contact with Zhang Yi at Tianqing Academy. This critical oversight resulted in his carefully crafted battle plan being compromised and relayed to Zhang Yi within a day. After returning to her room, Liang Yu immediately contacted Zhang Yi, revealing the core strategy. The special forces intended to dig a tunnel and use explosives to destroy his shelter from beneath. She warned him that the construction site was deliberately placed far from the shelter to avoid detection, but urged him to look closely for clues. Upon receiving the intelligence, Zhang Yi was only slightly startled. He had considered this method himself but deemed it a long-term project with significant logistical hurdles, requiring vast amounts of explosives. He judged it easy to counter with prior preparation and detectors to monitor underground activity. He thanked Liang Yu for the warning but remained calm. When Liang Yu pressed him on his plans, Zhang Yi revealed a coldly calculated response. He decided to let the Shishan base and the villagers continue their labor in the extreme winter cold, intending to allow the tunnel to progress until it was within 300 meters of his shelter before destroying it. He anticipated the humiliated and furious expressions this would cause, finding the idea amusing. Liang Yu grew anxious, revealing that the Shishan base was forcing the villagers of Shujia town to perform the dangerous digging, meaning any casualties would be among innocent civilians. She pleaded with Zhang Yi to act swiftly to prevent this. Zhang Yi scoffed, reminding her of his grudge against the town for their prior attack and their subsequent support of the Shishan base. He had no desire to save them. He then cleverly turned her concern back on her, arguing that if he acted immediately, it would expose her as the leak, since she was one of the few with communication capabilities. He sarcastically suggested she try to persuade Captain Lingfeng herself instead. This logic left Liang Yu speechless, forcing her to acknowledge she could not sacrifice herself or her students for the villagers, though she sighed with helpless resignation. Zhang Yi then shifted the conversation, asking Liang Yu to identify which house in Shujia town was hers. Puzzled, she described her room using Fatty Sue's distinctive anime-style castle as a reference point. Zhang Yi cryptically stated this information was crucial for a future plan to help her and her students escape. When she pressed for details, he replied mysteriously that she would find out in time, joking that he wouldn't risk a nighttime raid just because she was beautiful. Liang Yu retorted provocatively, daring him to come, to which Zhang Yi replied without hesitation, fine, you just wait. Under Captain Lingfeng's command, the Shishan base ACE Special Forces initiated dual-layered offensive against Zhang Yi's shelter. The primary effort unfolds 1,500 meters away on the river embankment, where armed soldiers supervise the entire population of Shujia town in digging a tunnel toward the shelter's third basement level. The villagers, kept ignorant of the true objective to prevent riots, are organized into workgroups by professional engineers. Simultaneously, a diversionary surface attack is staged at the shelter's rear wall, a blind spot for snipers, where Lingfeng, Shideong, and Liang Yu take turns striking the reinforced concrete. Their combined efforts leave only superficial marks, a performance Zhang Yi watches calmly through embedded cameras, fully informed by his inside contact. Inside the shelter, the atmosphere is remarkably domestic. Zhang Yi reclines in sportswear while Zhou Kur, Yang Xia, Yang Xinxin, and Lu Karen attend to him in pajamas, cracking nuts and playing cards to pass the time. Yang Xinxin explains her monitoring method. Sound travels faster through solids, allowing her to track the tunnel's advance via vibration analysis with a simple receiving device. Zhang Yi's strategy is patience, let the enemy exhaust themselves and reveal weaknesses before striking back.
though he remains wary that Liang Yu could be a double agent.
Outside, the extreme cold forces ordinary soldiers into 2-hour rotation shifts, while the superhuman captains seek refuge in an igloo constructed by Zhang Shuerong. Her ability differs from Su Pengzi's terrain-dependent ice manipulation. She conjures water molecules from the air and shapes them into dense, structural ice, creating a shelter capable of withstanding small artillery. Around a fire inside, Ling Feng roasts cured meat from Su family village and expounds on military doctrine. A soldier must subordinate individual judgment to collective will, for internal division is the fatal flaw of any organization. Liang Yu counters sharply, alluding to the villagers suffering frostbite and overwork in the tunnels, questioning the morality of persisting in a known wrong. Ling Feng responds with a soldier's sophistry: the world is round, so even a wrong path eventually circles back, but acknowledges that misaligned morale dooms any venture. He admits their operation cannot afford another failure. When Liang Yu presses him on accountability for potential mass death, the atmosphere grows somber. Ling Feng lowers his head, then rises with a bright smile, declaring he will bear the responsibility, remember the dead, and ensure their share of life continues. The first day passes without incident. Zhang Yi even fires a few sniper rounds to maintain the illusion of resistance before returning to the basement's card tables, where Yang Xinxin's near-photographic memory makes her the dominant player. Losers perform talents or share embarrassing stories, a simple diversion against the tension outside. In the igloo, Ling Feng's patience holds firm despite the day's negligible progress on the wall. His leadership blends humility with ruthless pragmatism. He does not need to justify himself to his subordinates, yet he invests effort in winning Liang Yu's genuine conviction, valuing her exceptional capability. She remains silent after his pledge, the weight of the villagers' lives hanging on a strategy that consumes them as fuel. The tunnel digs on, unseen beneath the frozen earth, while the shelter waits, watches, and prepares.